all innocent looking, thinking, hey, you know, maybe I can live stream Putin's address to the nation and get myself in trouble. Probably with copyright strikes or terms of service violation, I don't know. But it was delayed. They delayed the speech until Wednesday and they didn't say why, which is mighty peculiar. I don't think it's technical difficulties, right? Like I mean, if it's technical difficulties, that would say a lot about Russia than about anything else. Like the president wants to speak with the nation. Oh, nope. Technical difficulties. You can't do it today. Haha. Okay. I don't think it's technical difficulties. Something may have came out, right? Like maybe he's going to change the speech or something. It's very bizarre, very peculiar. So we're going to see tomorrow. I do expect that it's going to be about the referendum about the Donbass. He's going to say, oh, you know what? All of these Donbass areas, they're declared that they want to be part of Russia now, and we welcome them. Hey, if you attack them, you declare war on Russia. You know, it's not us that do it. It's we. Oh, now we can have full mobilization. That's probably what it's about. But we're going to see probably tomorrow. I think they delayed it until Wednesday. In the meantime, we're going to be playing some Black Mesa. And, you know, I'll tell you something else about playing video games. People come into my Discord server, right? Because they're my fans. They love what I do. They want to see more of me, goddammit. And I go, hey, you know, if you guys want, I'll play Black Mesa with you. I will play Black Mesa with you because you're my fans. You know, I'll do something for the community. I will play video games. How many other streamers do that, chat? How many streamers do that? Yeah, it's like, oh yeah, sure. Like, I don't need to know who you are. You don't need to have a big streaming chat. Hey, if you're a fan of mine, you're welcome to play. People told me to fuck off. People told me to fuck off. It's the last time I do something for my community, chat. It's the last time. I have been hurt. I have been deeply wounded. And now there is tension.
Power 30%.
Now there is tension between me and the community.
5%.
Can I actually say this? Is this how I get to control you guys? It's like we are a community. I really hate it when the social justice activists do that, right? It's like any type of thing, like knitting. Oh, we're now part of the knitting community. Yeah, that is not vote for filthy Republicans. If you vote for filthy Republicans or you think differently than the way we dictate you to, then we're going to ostracize you. You're not going to watch out, guys! Holy shit! Why is that an Abrams? Is that an Abrams, chat? Is that? Okay, you know what? I need to restart. This is very interesting because you have all of these things that I even forget existed into the game. Like I played the multiplayer of this game so much. I played this game when I was a kid. Come on, just do me over now. So I played this game when I was a kid. I was really good at it. I was probably, and I think I still am, one of the best multiplayer people you're going to see.
Power 30%.
And
45.
there's no tanks in multiplayer, so when you actually get to see a tank, you're like, what? Is this in the game? I'm not going to free the desk Pepsi because it just repeats the same thing over and over and is distracting me from interacting with the chat. And goddammit, I get to learn how to be like DSP, right? Because Darkside Phil, he trained his chat like I trained my flat desk Pepsi. Not to mention, I also tried to quit Pepsi, so I don't like seeing the word again. It's very annoying. Why did I tell you my weakness? Now there's going to be that. Worst thing you can do, tell people your weakness. Why then? Right, you show people that you're weak. If people see that you're weak, they're going to take that.
Power
Portal is getting a remaster. Why the fuck can't we get Portal 3 instead? Why do we get a remaster? God damn it. Portal is not even a graphically impressive game. This is something else that I've been talking about with some of my friends today. There used to be games that had good graphics, right? Like Crisis, for example. Why am I not prepared? Right. See, this is the problem when you talk and play at the same time. Come on, just do it! Do it! Do it! This is Tiamat Square! You will not pass. What the fuck? Okay. So, I need to turn down the volume, alright. Hopefully this is better. Now, where was I? Yes. Like, there was Crisis, which was the game. It's like, oh, well, this graphics card is amazing, but can it run Crisis? Now we don't even have a Crisis. Now with a 390 Ti, you can play everything. Like, there's absolutely no game out there that I would say, oh yeah, you need to get a better graphics card than a 390. Like, even if you're a streamer. And 390 is overkill as well, by the way. Like, what I'm trying to say is that at first, they used to make good games that had good graphics. Then, they just started to make games with good graphics. Now I don't even get that. Like, now we just get shitty games, period. Oh, god damn it. Can it run Pornhub? Holy shit. By the way, did you notice that Pornhub is actually getting so much censorship as well? Like, almost all the hentai is done. No more la gente. Like, everything is genetic. Like, they have TOS now. There used to be... The reason I'm saying this is that there used to be... a couple of jokers, like pranksters, who... Fuck. Who would get banned off YouTube, right? Like the Slingshot channel, for example, and other guns channels, and they would go to Pornhub in order to stream there. But now I don't think they can, because like they got new TOS. Can that thing even be killed? Like I had faith in my God. You know why, chat? Because it was made in the good old US of A. But like, my point with this is that everything is getting censored, everything is getting centralized. I mean, there used to be so many websites, I remember, for people that had special desires. Now there's just like 2 or 3. The mainstream ones, you know? And that goes with everything, including entertainment. Like, Disney is owning everything. Video game companies, like, big companies are purchasing the little ones. Like, everything is getting so fucking centralized. It's creepy. Do I think Russia will be doubling down on the copium? I think, like, what they will say is that the Donbass area, which they still have soldiers on, like the part of the area where they're controlling, they're going to have a referendum. It's going to turn out that those people want to join Russia. And then Russia is going to say, oh, okay, so this is now part of our country. Which means that any attack on that is an attack of Russia itself. So then it's going to be up to Ukraine to decide whether or not they want to risk it. Now the thing is, like, if you are to invade what Russia considers its territories, then first of all, they have the right to use nuclear weapons to defend themselves. Like, that's within the Russian law. They can use nuclear weapons to defend against any aggression against the motherland. Secondly, They can also use general mobilization. So I think that's what the speech is going to be about. I think they're going to say, oh yeah, well, these regions, they're now part of us, and anyone fucking with them is declaring war on us, blah blah blah. And they're probably going to say, oh yeah, so well, the special operation in Ukraine is over, but these regions are now part of Russia. And then it's going to be Ukraine's play. That's my assessment. You know, you say, like, play the beta, buy a gaming company so that start a gaming company so you can be bought out. There's so many people that do just that. Not necessarily with gaming companies, but with software companies. So there's people who buy a software company. And they usually... they usually have a startup. And they develop an app or something. And then they want to be bought off by Microsoft or Google. And what Microsoft or Google do is, like, they buy it and then they shelve the app. Like, they don't actually sell it on the market or anything like that. And of course, all the people who invested time, money, and resources in the company, except the CEO, they get dick. The CEO gets a really nice cut, buys a really nice yacht. And that's the way the cookie bounces. The game is still loud? I thought that I turned it down, man. You know, it's so weird. I don't touch the sound between gameplays. Like, this is the bizarre aspect. And yet, despite the fact that I don't tinker with the settings whatsoever, the sound is always out of tune. Like, right now, I'm not even hearing shit, but... at the end of the day, I'm playing for you guys, so if you guys say that the sound is bad, I'll try my best to make it better. Start a water-fueled car company. Yeah, I think they would buy the rights for that, and then it would never see the light of day. I mean, you would be messing with so many interests if you had, like, a water-based company that makes cars. What the fuck hit me? What? Why am I taking damage? Oh, I see. Okay. If I were to start a company with the idea of making money, it'd probably be a pharmaceutical company. Like, that's so fucking cool. You can get the government to buy your product, and then you don't care what happens afterwards. Because it's like, hey, product good or bad, government bought it, who cares, you know? Very lucrative. I wanted to start a cat cafe, chat. No, brothels are illegal in most places in Europe. By the way, I forgot to mention all super chats are going to go to the 490 graphics card. I don't need one, but I want to brag that I have it. I'm just kidding. I'm not... like, I would recommend jumping over the 4 series. I don't even know who the fuck buys them, but, like, my advice, just... wait for the 5 or the 6 series. Don't buy anything from the 4. See, that's a really good sniper tactic. Ow. No, the 4 series isn't trash. Like, from what I saw with its announcement, the 4 series is actually really great. But the problem is the price, and that the 390 actually does everything that you need right now. I mean, you can, if you have a 390 Ti, which is already overkill, you can play almost, well, actually no, you can play any game in 4K at high detail. So, like, there's really no reason why you would want to upgrade. The only reason that I can possibly think of that you would want a 4 series is because you want to make like a gaming rig just to show off. So what you'll do is you're going to get a big 8K TV, which already costs a lot. I mean, like the cheapest 8K TV, if I'm not mistaken, is at least $4,000, right? So you spend $4,000 on the TV, and then you spend another $2,000 on the graphics card, because let's be honest, that's probably how much it will actually cost. And then you also need to spend a lot of money on the processor and blah blah blah. So in total, it's going to be like a $6,000 rig, and you're going to be able to play 8K games on it, right? So if you want to be that guy, like you want to have the rig that's going to make all the ladies moist, and you're like, oh, you know, come into my bedroom, senorita. Let me show you the gaming rig that I have. Oh, we can play Tomb Raider together, because the journalist told me that girls like Tomb Raider. It's got a female protagonist, just like Battlefield. Right, so if you want to be that guy that's like, you know, just you're swimming in money, like you're literally swimming in cash, and you just want to pump money into your hobby, then yeah. No, I don't think there's going to be a 12K TV. Okay, so the thing with the resolution. Can I just die? Oh, fine. The thing with the resolution. Why do I keep taking damage from this shit? Is it hive? Oh, okay. Well then kill me so I can just restart. I lost too much health. All right. The thing with the resolution. The way it works. If you have like a small screen, like let's say you have your smartphone, right? If you have a small screen, you don't need high resolution. Because at one point your eye isn't going to... The problem... Okay, so the problem with resolution is that when it's low, you can see the dots. You know, like you can see the little dots, the little square, the little pixels which make the image. Now, when it's a small screen... You don't need 4K in order not to be able to see the dots. When you have like a phone, for example, your phone resolution is probably far less than even a gaming monitor, right? Because like you don't need more than that. So in order to benefit from like 8K, you need a big ass screen TV. Like already 4K is overkill. Like with 4K, there's very few gaming monitors that can even give the quality of 4K, right? So there are experiments done on YouTube with, I think like Linus is called. And he goes around and he shows how people cannot tell the difference between a 4K monitor and just a 180p monitor that has really, really good specs. So that's why 4K monitors, like 4K gaming monitors, aren't the new rave right now. It's just because people just don't. Yeah, 4K is for pixel sniping, pretty much. Like, but anyway, right? So, if you want to literally take advantage of the 4K thing, because there are people who genuinely want to, then what you need to do is to get a television instead of a monitor, right? Now, there's still advantages. Like you can still tell the difference on a gaming monitor with 4K versus 180p. But when it's coming to 8K, like there's no fucking way there's going to be gaming monitors with 8K. I generally don't think so. The only exception is if they have like a huge ass monitor, like the size of your, I don't know, like 165-inch television. Politically defined, thank you for the $50. Holy shit. Don't start a business. Let someone else throw out the capital to do so. Just become a CEO, then be on the board of multiple companies while being CEO. Money making, making more money. Well, now I understand why you're so fucking rich. Yeah, the problem with doing that is, as you said, you know, like money making more money, you need to have money to make the money. So, If you're a poor person, then you're not going to make money. How the fuck do I turn this off? So I can't get there. Hold on, chat. There's a puzzle here that I need to solve. How the fuck do I solve this puzzle? So the electricity is coming from there, but I don't think you can shoot at it, right? And the other part the electricity is coming from is from there, which I also cannot shoot. And it goes. Can I zoom, enlarge? No, apparently. Okay, hold on, I'm blind. Sorry, chat. The tism is getting to me. There we go. So, by the way, I'm watching Overlord, which is an anime that, in my opinion, it's way too hyped up. It's the reverse One Punch Man, I guess, right? Like, the evil guy, he's so overpowered that no one can do shit against him. And all the characters around him, they're so fucking arrogant, chat. They are so, like, literally every single character, especially the women, but the men as well. Like, I'm not going to discriminate, right? Oh, this is the part where you have to, okay. So, everyone around him is so freaking arrogant. And you just want to see them taken down a peg. You just want to see them at least lose once in a while. At least something bad happening to them. No, you're... Oh god, the head crabs. There. And finally, there's like this platinum dragon thing. And I'm like, oh, finally I'm going to get satisfaction. No. I really hope that there's going to be a part towards the end where the protagonist gets his shit kicked in. Especially Albedo, my god. If you guys watch Overlord, I want to see Albedo taken down a peg so fucking much. Like, just once, something not go her way. Just once, but I don't think I'm going to get to see that. How the fuck am I supposed to go through this? Am I James Bond? What the hell? Okay. This is doable. It gets worse into the novel. He does not get taken down a peg. To be honest, like, the actual, if you think about it, right? The actual character, Einstein Goal, he's not the problem. I mean, he is lawful evil, but the thing is, like, he's got rules. Like, he's got, like, a code, and if you follow the code, you're safe. So, if anything, if Einstein Goal dies, or something happens to him, heaven forbid, it's the NPCs that have the tism. Like, the NPCs are the fucked up ones, which, if they manage to get to run things, then things would be really bad for everyone in that universe. So yes, taking down Einstein Goal isn't that good of an idea. Like, you would have to first take down Demiurge, like, he's the biggest dick. And then you'd have to take down Albedo. Actually, without Demiurge and Albedo, the rest are probably fine-ish. I mean, they are... Well, actually, Shaltir as well, but... Demiurge and Albedo are really the problem there. And I just want to see them taken down a peg. I don't think I will get the satisfaction, though. Oh my god. Hold on, chat. I can do this. There, see? See, chat? I haven't completely lost it. I see other streamers stay at this point for more than an hour, and I don't understand why it's just so difficult. Like, if it, to be honest, when I played the game the first time, like, it took me an entire night to progress past this point. But when you actually understand the game, it's not that difficult. It's a super villain anime, you can't do that. Oh yeah, but like, get some tension. There are super villain animes where that thing does happen. Oh, please tell me it's not going to... Oh, fuck. I mean, even if it's a superhero, like One Punch Man, right? You still want to see One Punch Man struggle every now and then. You still want to see him try to... But like, when it's a villain, it's even worse. And by the way, I think the reason most people can't get past this puzzle is due to the fact that they don't know how to jump crouch very well. Like, jump crouching is... I don't even know why this game has it. And why the developers like jump crouching so much. But it's a thing you need to master in this game. Like here, for example, I had to jump crouch. Wait, am I going around the circles, chat? I think I'm going around the circles. One Punch Man doesn't struggle with fights, he struggles with existence, but I don't fucking care. I don't care about his existence. Oh, hold on, I think I know what to do. Okay, so if I destroy the box... Ah, you see, chat? Do you see? Wait, which way am I supposed to go? That's the main problem. Like, where's the exit? Is the exit over there? No, I don't think so. Hold on. Oh, I think... Ah, okay. I got it. Oh, shit! Oh, I forgot about this weapon. This is like one of the coolest weapons in the game. This is the weapon for noobs. Because it's got like homing thing. So if you fire it like this, they actually home. And if you fire them like this, it's rapid fire. And you get the regenerative bullets. Yeah, I used to call this the noob weapon. Because you don't need to know how to aim. You get... Oh, shit. Sorry, little guy. Yeah, look at this. Like, it's so goddamn good that it takes all the fucking fun out of it. You can even shoot behind walls with this. Like, there's literally no skill fucking required. I guess the only disadvantage is if you're fighting large groups of enemies. Like, you don't have time to just slowly chip away their health. No, I don't like this weapon. It's I mean, it's a fun weapon, and you can use it in order to take down people behind corners. But no, it's not my favorite one. The problem with Overlord, right? Like, I'll tell you the difference between Overlord and One Punch Man, right? One Punch Man is just one guy, right? Like, he is Saitama, and he is, like, really powerful. So that's the story. And usually, like, the reason the anime is interesting is because of the characters around Saitama. So it's the other heroes, you know, struggling, and their character arcs, and all of that. And most of the time, you set up the story with, like, the other heroes arc, and it's, like, several episodes where the other heroes try to take down the bad guy, and they can't, and then Saitama comes up, and beats the bad guy with one punch, right? So that's One Punch Man. The story in Overlord is that there's like 20 Saitamas around. It's not just Overlord that's powerful. Like, you got Albedo, which is powerful. You got Shaltir, which is powerful. You have Demiurge, which is powerful. Like, literally any of these NPCs are... Some of them are even more powerful than Ainz. So, that's the... You know, it's... Like, there's no struggle. Everything Ainz wants to accomplish is there. And I guess, like, the only thing... It's, like, the same thing with Saitama. You know, like, he's very bored and he's struggling with, like, he's got this existential crisis going on, right? Like, that's the whole shtick. With Ainz is the role playing. Like he wants to role play as an overlord, but because he's a salaryman in the other life, he doesn't know how to do that properly, so... he doesn't even have a plan. It's the NPCs that make the plan for him, that type of thing, right? So, I guess if you're into like the role playing aspect and you want to see how Ainz manages to accidentally stumble into greatness, yeah, sure. But it's kind of like I guess like the best way to explain Overlord is like you finish the game, like you finish Skyrim, right? You finish the main story. And now you just, you're playing the game while having access to all the weapons. You're playing the game while having access to all of the levels and all of the spells. And you're overpowered as fuck, but, you know, you just want to keep exploring. It's like, when you finish Fallout 2 or one of these older games. Yeah, it really is. Like, Overlord is about imposter syndrome, yeah. I should pay more attention to the game, though. Live stream. I'm literally on break from playing Half-Life 2 VR. Is that really good? Ainz is actually scared of his NPCs. Who the fuck wouldn't be? I mean, one of his NPCs is literally fucking Satan. I don't understand what the fuck am I supposed to do? That tank literally shoots the rockets out of the fucking air. That didn't exist in the original goddamn game. Wait, is the tank still up? There's no fucking way. The tank can't be still up. I put 3 rockets in it. Yeah, but the thing is, like... I get that Ainz is scared of his own NPCs and he doesn't want them to turn on him and shit. But there's no indication that they will, therefore there's no tension, right? Like, at no point do any of the NPC give up the vibe saying, oh, if Ainz isn't omniscient or if we think he's not a god, we're going to turn on him. Like, that, right? So, I get that he lives with that aspect. Like, he's always worried that his NPCs would turn on him, but the story never validates those fears. Like, it would be interesting if, you know, like, Demiurge would have had this conversation. It's like, oh, well, if we ever find out that Ainz isn't actually a god, oh, well, of course we would go after him. Why don't you quick save to make the game more challenging? The thing with like playing Half-Life in VR, I really get nauseated when I play VR, and Half-Life is a very motion intensive game. Oh fuck. So That's my problem with it. But I guess if you get used to the motion, because that's another thing, right? Like if you play a lot of VR games, you eventually get used to the motion sickness. Oh, come on. What other player? Let's see, like that would have been interesting. Like that would make Overlord more interesting if it actually had more players. But all the other players are gone. Like they're not in the world, so. How the fuck is Black Mesa hard for you, Coconut Tackle? What exactly is the challenging aspect of the game? It's like you point and click. It's a point and click adventure. You see the bad guy, you have a weapon, you point at the bad guy and you click. It's actually like when Team Fortress was a thing. That was how people used to mock snipers. It's like, oh, so you want to play point and click games. You don't like first person shooters. Because like that's what snipers did. They would just point and click. I have freeze. Yeah, if you do that, I might shoot you, you know? I wonder if you shoot at him, like, does he not open the door? Oh yeah, so you don't get access to all these goodies. Click, 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 click. See, this is how the game rewards you for smart play. Cause like he just comes at you from behind the counter, and your first instinct is to shoot, right? But if you shoot him, you don't get access to this. I think you make the vest look fat. Oh, now the sound is too low. Fucking hell, chat. You know you're too hard to please. You're like a woman that goes like, can you move the couch to the left? No, that's not good. Can you move it back to the right? No, actually. That's you, chat. And the couch is very fucking heavy in this situation. Will they end Overlord? I mean, it's quite profitable. I hope they don't end it. There's no reason why it has to have the same story as the visual novel. That is something that Japanese people do to a autistic degree, actually. So let's say there's like a popular manga, right? And then they make an anime adaptation, which is great, right? But then the anime has to fit the exact fucking manga, and when the anime actually goes in front of the manga, because like it has more material and whatever, then instead of like just branching off, they usually just either stop the anime, they go on a hiatus, or worse, they start doing fillers. But like, if something is popular and there's no more source material in the manga, just branch off, just hire a good writer. What's the problem? The otakus would kill the animators with the sword. Oh, so otakus are the problem. I see. I love the fact that the soldiers know who I am now. At least at this point in the game. Yeah, I can't imagine playing this shit in VR. I mean, there's way too much movement. As well as bright colors and flashy things. It's very nauseating. The Better Call Saul ending, I didn't like it. I wanted Saul to get away. Like, honestly, I don't know why. Like, I know he's a bad dude. I know he did a lot of shit. But I just wanted him to be happy. I didn't want him to get caught. I wanted, you know, the same ending from Breaking Bad where Saul just manages to get the vacuum guy and have a nice life. But that's just personal taste. I'm going to let the military handle these guys. Oh, shit. Man, I'm good. Ah, shit, there's more soldiers. I should have left the aliens alone then. Ow. Well, at least now I know what to do. Oh, did I went into spoilers? Oh, fucking hell. Look, if you don't know the ending of Better Call Saul by now, when, like, how many months have passed? That's on you, okay? That's so fun. You should start watching the show. It's a really good show. You have no excuse for not watching it. Go fucking watch it. And go learn what the ending is, so that I can't spoil you. You know, like, the thing with spoilers, like, it's courtesy not to talk about them at least, like, 1 or 2 months after release. But after that, I think people should have an obligation to watch it, especially if they care about spoilers, right? Because there's 2 possibilities. Number 1, you don't care about it, so it doesn't matter if you're getting spoiled or not. Number 2, you do care about it, and then why didn't you fucking watch it? Yeah, exactly. Spoiler warning, Icarus burns its wings. Yeah, spoiler warning, Jesus Christ dies, you know? Holy shit, that's a lot of them. Well, the soldiers are probably dead now. I don't know why these guys in particular are so fucking effective against soldiers. Like, they just have 1 attack. And it requires a lot of charging. While the soldiers have fully automatic weapons. They got the semi-full auto assault rifle, but the Vortigard just whooped the soldier's ass for some reason. Ah. I mean, look how easy it is to dodge it. I think I know why, though. I think it's because they do a lot of damage with that 1 attack, and the soldiers don't strafe. They just move very slowly and then they sit in place. By the way, the media is turning against Galadriel. Like, I've seen a Forbes article, and I've seen 2 more mainstream media outlets saying, yeah, you know what? Maybe Galadriel is actually really badly written. Maybe it's a shit character, and it's ruining the whole fucking show. Which is kind of funny, because it wasn't diversity that ruined the show. Like, apparently, that dwarf chica, you know, that black dwarf from Rings of Power, Apparently, she's actually very likable. Like, many people say, yeah, like, her story is interesting. I don't know, I haven't watched it, but everyone is upset about the white woman. And then there's like, oh, this is something that I didn't cover, chat, but this is even better. So there's this movie, I think it's called The Warrior King or some shit. Which, despite the fact that it's called The Warrior King, it's about the queen. So there's this black lady, which is fighting against, you know, colonial oppressors. And the actress, you know, she goes on and she says like, oh, if you're not watching my movie, you're supporting the narrative that black women cannot have lead roles in Hollywood or some nonsense, right? Well, it turns out that, first of all, like, the movie is written by 2 white chicks, okay? Like, it's not like, oh, this is a movie written and directed by a black person. No, no, no. It's written by 2 white chicks. But that's not the funny part, right? The funny part is that it is part of history. It does a revisionist part of history, which is fine. I mean, there's a lot of movies that do historical revisionism. That's not the issue. The issue isn't the fact that, oh, well, they casted a woman as a king. No, that's fine. The issue is that historically, the tribe that the queen was in was fighting against the colonial oppressors, which wanted them to end slavery, right? So, like, they were a nation of slavers. Like, they were enslaving people in Africa, and they were selling it to the Portuguese Empire. And the British Empire came in to stop that shit. So, when black people found out about this, now they're upset that they're not seeing the movie. Now, I don't know how many, but it is funny. It's like, it's like, okay. I guess that happened. Yeah, good question. How do I know that the queen doesn't identify as a king? I'll tell you how. Because Africa is a very conservative place. Like, I'm going to tell you, like, oh my fuck, I might get in trouble on YouTube for, but you know what? I'll tell you that. Nevertheless, there was this interview that I watched on BBC a couple of days ago. And it was with this, allegedly, like, I think it was like a leftist from Africa. But I don't know if he was like far left or central left, but he was left. And they constantly talked, it's like, oh, but like homosexuality is illegal in your country, blah, blah, blah. It's like, the face of confusal that I saw on that politician's face is indescribable, chat. Like, I just can't describe you the level of, like, the big question mark that the guy had on the, like, I could have seen that guy just itching to ask the question. Look, I'm here to talk about economics, development, the growth of my nation, and all you people at BBC seem to care about is boot sex. Like, do you guys care about anything else besides boot sex? Or is this like the only limit of conversation that you fucking know how to do in politics? It was fucking hilarious. Right? Like, he just wanted to talk about economics. He wanted to talk about investment. He wanted to talk about the future of his country and growth. And BBC, well, yeah, but like, what about the Butsieks? Like, we can't move to the transgender issue until we even cover the Butsieks, and you don't seem to be able to cover the Butsieks properly. I was like, oh my fucking god. But my point is, right, like, that guy was a leftist. So why does that matter? Well, see, this is why I hate using fixed guns in placements. The reason why it matters is that even the left in Africa doesn't have time for nonsense. Like, they are so conservative, socially speaking, right? Like, not a right wing, but like not economically. Like, economically, they're fucking communist, many countries in Africa. But like, socially speaking, they're incredibly conservative. I think was it Uruguay? I might be wrong. I think Uruguay, right? Like, they don't want white people represented in their commercials or in their movies. But yeah, so to answer the question, like, why would I assume the gender of the queen? Because she's in Africa, okay? Like, they don't give much choice there. Due to current politics. Gotcha in the background playing Cyberpunk because they fixed the game. Did they fix the game? Is Cyberpunk fixed, chat? Should I actually start playing it, or is it going to be a waste of my fucking time? Oh, I think I know where to go. How did this get here, chat? Like, how did this fucking get here? There is no way this got here. Like, the developers just put this here. Let's be honest. Like, they were like, you know what? Let's put it here so that the player wonders WTF. I need to watch the anime. Is it part of the game, though? It's much better, but still a mediocre game. Alright. Oh, that makes sense now. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Oh no 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 no, you don't. I finally like finding one of these sentries that do not have an overheat mechanic. I really hate that in every fucking game. When you find a sentry, it's got like an overheat. Listen, motherfucker, okay? The only reason that I want to use this is because it's fun, right? An overheat mechanic is not fucking fun. And furthermore, you already give up mobility when you use this, right? Like when you use something like this, you can't do this, you can't strafe, you can't bunny hop, right? Like you just have to sit here and take it like a fucking man. And if you have an overheat mechanic, it's just like so goddamn worse. Like fixed gun emplacements in first-person shooters, they should have infinite ammo and no overheat mechanic. Again, you're already giving up so much. You're giving up mobility. At the end of the day, it's a video game. It shouldn't be realistic. It should be fun. It's not about difficulty. It's about fun. Because at the end of the day, I don't have to use it. I could just use my normal weapons. And by the way, this is a trope in most video games that I really hate. But unfortunately, it's there most. Like, I really hate it in RPGs the most. It's when you lose control of your character. So, let's say you got your main character, but you go in a vehicle. And now you're in the back of the vehicle and... Right? Or it's like an RPG and you get control of some mech or some shit. I really dislike that. Just like, let me have my character. What are you doing? Why are you taking away control from me? This is so cool. In the original game, they didn't do that. Make soldier zombies, I mean. Now, give me a second, just hold on. Just fucking wait. Alright. There we go. Oh, this is kinda cool. How do I get down, though? I don't think I can get down from here, so... No, I do not like cutscene railroading, no. It's not necessarily like cutscene railroading. I'm trying to think of a game where that happens, but... it just doesn't come to mind. Like, you're playing a character, right? And then you enter a mech or you enter something. And you're not playing your character anymore. I heard the guy coming from here, but I... So I think I need to go outside, but I don't know how to go outside. Yeah, back in my day, we got a cutscene at the beginning and another cutscene at the end of the game. That is so fucking true. And if you had a pirated version of the game, which obviously I never had, but my friends did, and if you had a pirate, like, you didn't even get those cutscenes. So many times you wouldn't even know what the fuck the game is about. But, like, here's something more interesting, right? So if you wanted to know the story of a game, like, let's say you play Sonic, right? So Sonic on Sega didn't even have cutscenes. So if you wanted to know the story, there was the game manual. And the game manual would actually cover the story. You would have, like, you would have a couple of paragraphs which would tell you the story of the game. And many other games did that, by the way. Like, look, I don't think there's a problem with cutscenes. Like, some games do it good. Some games need cutscenes, others don't. It really depends on the type of game, the story, and how good the cutscenes are made. Like, for example, Half-Life doesn't have a single cutscene. And it works. Mass Effect has a lot of cutscenes, and it also works. It just depends on the genre. Yeah, you read the story of Metroid because of the manual? That's pretty much how it used to be. What the fuck? Snarks! That's what they're called, by the way. They're called Snarks. They're actually a weapon you can use in multiplayer that can get you killed because they don't discriminate. Oh, shit. Oh, look, I got Snarks. Oh, god damn it. I don't like Snarks, chat. Uh-oh. Did they hear me? I don't think they heard me.
Right there. Yeah, I see it. Get ready.
You know what? I'm out of here. I mean, there's no point in continuing, right? Like, they know I'm here. God damn it. I gotta say it was, how the fuck is it shooting me? Oh, it's shooting me through the... in the original game it was a lot cooler. Like, you're just going through that vent and all of a sudden you hear the soldiers go like movement, and then it's like it's a lot more fun than this, but I guess this works as well. I did play Counter-Strike Go. Why would you assume?
Medical attention. Warning. Vital signs critical.
That's the way. I love the fact that the medic actually drops the health pack. That's kind of cute. I can't wait until 2024 when every villain will be a not so inconspicuous President Dropler again. There's so many things I want to talk about that, which I can't talk on YouTube, but it is what it is. What if the FBI arrests him until then, huh? Did you think about it?
Power 15%.
Yes, this game does have a difficulty setting, and I'm on hard. By the way, someone told me that Pipkin Pippa had 1,500 fucking views. You know, I used to give her advice on how to grow her channel. Now I need to take advice from her. Holy shit. I don't think I ever had 1,500 people watching me. I think the maximum was like, shit, 1,200? Maybe wrong though. I really hated Counter-Strike. Like, Counter-Strike killed the arena shooter. Changed my mind. Everyone like, oh wow, Counter-Strike, so fucking cool. Oh look, but modern military shooter. Oh look, when you get shot at, it slows you down, so you can't strafe that much like in Quake. And not only that, but like, you can die with one bullet. If you get a headshot, you die. Isn't that realistic, you guys? Oh, who cares about the arena shooters anymore? Who cares about cool alien-looking weapons? Like, why don't we just make military-looking guns? How much longer will it fucking take? Jesus Christ. See, that's why I hate that gun, and that's why it's the fucking noob weapon. It still has its uses, don't get me wrong, but like... Fuck. Yeah, but Call of Duty was made after Counter-Strike. Like, Counter-Strike came first. What the fuck? Shut up, Suit. HEV Suit. Bloodlust detected. I'm fucking aware. Vigo 3? Oh my god. See, this is why I love games that are not open world. Because you have like all those script events, which are kind of fun. Like normally, doors don't explode, but this one did. And don't judge, this game used to have technical limitations, okay? Why are they so fucking weak? They used to be actually very strong. Oh, their weapon doesn't home you now. I love the way the game tells you the story. Yeah, I wonder why no one wants to make an Unreal game. Like, why did companies completely give up? And it's not just companies. It's indie games as well. Although I kind of get that indie games, they have a very difficult time making a good multiplayer, right? Like, dedicated servers and stuff. So I kind of get why. But AAA games, like, they completely have given up on the concept of the arena shooter, which used to be incredibly popular. I'm tempted to shoot at that, but I want them to take out the military first. Oh, I'm playing Serious Sam right now. I almost finished it. The problem with Serious Sam is like there's just so fucking many enemies. It's like, it's fun and all, but I much rather have a game like Half-Life, which is, I mean, it still has a lot of enemies, but it's not like Serious Sam level. Holy shit. Am I hitting it? God damn it. I also love the fact that some aliens recognize what a grenade is and others don't. So the soldiers, they know what a grenade is. The grunts, the ones that shoot the little fly rocket thingies, you know, the ones that, yeah, like those guys, they know what a grenade is. Headcrabs don't, zombies don't. Actually, none of the alien fauna does. You know, it doesn't look much right now, but for the particular time, like having different enemies with different AI and stuff like that was quite breakthrough. It was quite a breakthrough. The weird thing is that I remember there were a lot more scientists and security guards you met in the game. Yeah, I did play Theme Hospital. I think there's a remake of it. I don't know what it's called. I think it's called Point Hospital. And it's just like Theme Hospital, but it came out more recently. I don't want more enemies to spawn in Half-Life. I think like Half-Life managed to get the right amount of enemies. What the fuck? Oh. He met the warrior class. Ooh, sound. That means if we got music, we probably are going to have a big battle. Does this even do damage to the tank? What about these? I don't think this works. Oh. Well, you could have done that earlier so they don't waste fucking bullets. I wonder how the soldiers must feel. It's like you get deployed on this random ass base and you're told to kill all the scientists, and then this big ass alien ship comes down and takes down your tank. I don't think they would have high morale after that. That might do something to troop morale, you know? Come on. I don't know, can you make Steve Irwin jokes? I think it's too soon. You know, the thing with Steve Irwin, I'll say this, and this is considered controversial for some reason. I get that it was his job, right? Like, his job required him to do very dumb things. Like, he would go into a jungle, and he would find, like, a red snail, and be like, oh, crikey, oh, this snail. Oh, if you touch it, one single lick of its poison, one single drop, it can get you into a coma with a boner, and then you die within 28 hours. So let's poke it with a fucking stick. Oh, crikey, you know, this cobra is so fucking dangerous. This cobra, like, if it spits venom at you, it's going to get you in your eyeball, and you're going to die within 12 minutes. Let's poke it with the stick. Oh, like this Red Bull, it's very dangerous. It's a very dangerous drink. It gives you stomach acids and kidney stones. Let's poke it with the stick. Right? Like that was his job. So, he made a lot of money doing it. But the fact that he kept claiming that, oh, well, he just wants to show animals to the public, and he really loves the animal. No, you know, you're doing something like extreme skateboarding. And actually, extreme skateboarding is actually very safe compared to what the fuck he did. So it's not really that shocking that he passed away. You know, I mean, sure, okay, it's a stingray. You don't really expect that. I mean, it's not like a crocodile or something. But there were parts where he did put his kid in danger. Like, he was on a set, I believe, and there was a live crocodile, and he got his kid, like his baby kid, next to the crocodile. And I'm like, dude, I understand you want ratings, but come on, you know? I'm curious if there's an afterlife, right? So imagine an afterlife, and there's a heaven, and that's where Steve is, and he's like, oh, crikey, this is a seraph angel from the 8th circle of heaven. One of the most powerful entities known to man. Only 5 of them were ever created by God in existence. Let's poke him with a stick. You know, this is the angel of death, which God sent upon the Ammonites during the old times, and let's poke him with a stick. Like, a part of me thinks that what I just said is canon. Like, this big ass angel is from the third providence of heaven. I'm gonna poke it with a stick. The other option is that he's in hell, and it's like, oh, so this kinky succubus, which inspired a lot of Japanese folklore. We found her, and we're going to poke her with a stick. Crikey, this Japanese schoolgirl succubus, she can suck up the life force of a man by mating, and it's She uses her seductive hypnotic gaze in order to engage into intercourse, and they drain the soul of men as they do so. We're going to approach her and poke her with a stick. Yeah, albedo. This is a level 100 NPC that Ein's own goal has brought into the new world. She absolutely despises humans. She hates humans with a passion, thinks they're inferior. So we're going to poke her with the stick. Oh, come the fuck on! You know what? Fine. We'll end it here. It's not the size of the stick. What is it? Is it the size of the succubus then? Anyway, right. Thank you for watching, chat. Thank you for the donation. And I'm going to go work on another video for my main channel, and I'll see you all